First of all, I got a question. Okay, I have a question. Serious question. Is Tom Brady secretly black? Is Tom Brady secretly black? Because we say black don't crack. I'll be damned if Tom Brady ain't aging backwards. Tom Brady looks exactly the same as he did in 2000. The dude looks younger than ever. I'm just looking at him I'm like, wait a minute, where's 44? Like, I'm 42 and I don't look the same as I did when I was 22. He's 44 and looks the same as he does when he was 24. He's secretly black. That's the secret, because black don't crack. All jokes aside.
Vegetables.
You just said
vegetables.
You said, look at him. He's perfect. He looks perfect.
That's good.
Ain't
no filters. Ain't no filters on that. No filters.
Oh my God. But what you said a second ago, you talked about Bill Belichick's longevity in the NFL, uninterrupted since 75. I have a hard time imagining an NFL at this point without Tom Brady, seeing as though how many things in our society have come and gone. I think where I pointed out there've been like 6 presidential elections or something like that since Brady first broke into the league. I mean, it's just the guy. I think we should just shelve the retirement conversation with Tom Brady at this point, because we're going to have different iterations of it over and over again before he actually decides to call it quits. Because he even talked in the article about regression, and he doesn't want to come in and be bad. Well, what does regression look like for somebody? Yeah. But what does regression look like for somebody who's better than ever? So does he regress to a previous version of himself, which was still the greatest of all time? Like, I don't see a point. And this goes back to your question. He takes such good care of himself physically. He hasn't lost anything from an arm strength standpoint. He's perfectly fine in Bruce Arians' attacking down the field system. He's never going to regress mentally. I cannot imagine
it's a new offense.
Him regressing.
It's a new approach for him.
But I can't imagine him regressing to a point where he's not top 5 or top 10. Like, I'm sorry, I said this before and I'll say it again. Father Time is going to hold this L. Like, Father Time is undefeated. I don't see him losing to Father Time. I see him deciding enough's enough, maybe because of his family. But a world in which Tom Brady isn't good enough to still be one of the best quarterbacks in the league, that's a long way off. So we might, in the meantime, might as well stop asking about retirement.
Yeah, and I'll answer my own question that I posed to Charles, and it's the same thing I said about Belichick. It's being into it. It's being into it. I think that is such an underrated. Is it a skill? Is it a trait? Let's call it a trait. No matter what job you're doing, if you're into that job, if it just kind of consumes you without torturing you. I like that he made that distinction. Don't be tortured by it. Be consumed by it without being tortured. It's hard to do. It's a fine line.
Which, by the way, didn't he want out of New England? Didn't he want out of New England because of that culture? It seems like he was very much a part of that same culture. I found that interesting. The idea of being tortured by the loss. I thought that was all Belichick. He's the same guy. They're the same guy.
Yeah, here's the problem. He wanted out of New England because they didn't give him a contract. Then it's almost like, they didn't give me what I wanted, and so now I'm gonna I see flaws where I didn't see flaws before. I'm gonna speak on things I didn't speak about before. If they had given him the contract, then he would be fine. He wouldn't be talking about, I want to try something different and there's a new way of doing it. But I think in any field, if you're in it, you're so far ahead of the game. If it's something that you just are devoted to, and you just look at all these things, and you can't get enough of it. See, that's where he is. So I think that's more impressive than physical ability, because his physical ability is going to be good enough, even if it diminishes by 5 or even 10%. If he loses arm strength, he's still going to be able to be a top 10 quarterback in football. I don't see
and then he'll be
challenged.
Tom
Brady is number 11.
That'll be his new
12.
motivation. Yeah, that'll be his new motivation.
Yeah.
To see how can I adjust my game?
No pun intended.
Accordingly, I got that. How can I adjust my game to offset my new physical limitations? He'll find a challenge in that.
I told you that story before, right? Of Sebastian Vollmer, and it's great. I love the story from Sebastian Vollmer. We said he'd be out there on the field, So it's, everybody can do the pre-snap. Pre-snap, he sees this. Okay, 55's the mic. Okay, watch it over here. Shift the coverage over there. Shift it over here. Shift the blocking protection just to anticipate, where the pressure is coming from. But he said Brady, after the snap, one time, hey, he's looking down the field, and then says, he called him Seabass. Seabass, move to your right. Move to your right.
Right.
And then completes a pass. So he's got a pre-snap read, and then he's adjusting the lineman as he looks down the field and goes through his progressions. It's just next level. Like some people are just put on earth to do certain things, and you can't even they can't even explain how they do it. It just happens. As I said before, by the way, as I hear the music playing, as I said before, folks, don't ask me, is it Bill or Tom? The right answer is both. No matter where they are, it's Bill and Tom. Bill and Tom, they are equals. One is not better than the other. They are equals, and we had them together for a generation. That's the beauty of it.
Well, at this rate, the way it's looking, we'll get a whole week, if not more, of discussing that again in LA. so I hope you're not too exhausted with that question. Hope you're not too exhausted with Bill versus Tom question.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.